How are you doing, by the way? You make any progress on those vampires? I haven't really had a whole lot of time to work on the Cursed City box. I've been kind of working through... You asshole. You're lucky I need mutton. Otherwise, I wouldn't... Oh, wait, you're goats. You're not even sheep. You can't even give me mutton. I will. Goat meat will suffice. We'll figure something out. But I haven't been able to work on the Cursed City stuff all too much, so I've been working on my Space Marines, because if I'm working on stuff like a single Space Marine model, I'm tempted to work on the whole unit. And so I recently did, like, all 15 models on my night when I couldn't go to work. Because I got locked out of the system. They didn't have anybody on for IT. I'm not sure if I told you about that. You might have missed that story. Are you the one who complains about how Space Marines are overdone? I have a box that's full of half of them. I need to finish them before I work on other shit. Not 100%, but like I would rather just get them done and over with and have that force off to the side. I'm excited to work on the Cursed City stuff more, but it turns out that the Cursed City stuff has like a really unique problem, which is that the Cursed City stuff actually has a lot of mold lines and a lot of gaps that need filling, and it's pretty tough to do.
What's facade like?
It's strange. Let's just leave it at that.
Stranger than a boorish young woman who battles monsters in her undergarments.
Let's go.
She's not in her undergarments anymore because we've got that costume on. It's doing so fucking good until I decided to go to sleep. Lost my place on the leaderboard, now I can't catch up. Rip. Anyway, long story short is a couple of days ago, I tried to go to work and log in, but I wasn't able to. And when I wasn't able to log in, I contacted IT, and IT just told me, hey, have you tried restarting your router and stuff? Yeah. Okay, have you done this? Have you done this? Have you done this? Yep. Okay, well, then you gotta contact your super. And then I contacted Megan. And then Megan just kind of went like, alright, well, like, keep trying to contact IT. And it's like, no, you don't understand. IT said they're closed. Okay, well, you know, potential night off. So then I just spent a night off instead of working. And spent 4.5 hours getting all my Space Marine models prepped and ready. And so, instead of working one night, I just knocked out 15 models. Welcome back. I'm just talking to EC, because he showed up. He was asking about all the shit.
Manner of place is this?
I think it's a graveyard.
You think it's a graveyard?
The headstones seem to be lacking names. Also, why do they shine as if
Yeah,
they
no,
were
things have not
carved from the
improved at
rock
all
just
over
yesterday?
at our company. It's not great. I don't know if they paid me. I guess we'll find out. If my pay is less. I mean, they're still not paying us what the standard rate is in Ontario anyway, so like, fuck them.
Wolves!
Look out!
Oh, my arm! Wolves, they bite. Okay, so that will go through that. That will do that, but I still have to go in here if I want to change my magic.
Oh, okay.
Hi. You're cool. Bye.
Wait, they're leaving.
That one appears to be the pack leader.
I didn't even get to harvest any of their bodies. Come on. That's not fair. Easy asks how you've been and said hi.
Hi.
She told a bit of her story on how she's been, but she had a reaction to the COVID vaccine, and like that's been her day.
What is this? A fountain?
So, you know, typical Rachel luck, right?
Yeah, I almost died.
Other than that, we've just been playing NieR, so like I mean things could be worse, right?
I now have a stamp on my card saying they don't recommend that I get the second dose, and it's like, cool.
Doesn't make you feel confident? I mean, Rachel's Rachel. Like,
I'm the only one I know out of all of my friends and all of my coworkers that had a negative reaction to the vaccine.
like it's not to make fun of her. It's just like no offense, but, like, what do you expect?
Yeah, I have -1 luck.
It appears to be a...
I like looking at a brick and it just being like, it's out of service.
Like,
Still
I
getting
recommend
it,
you
but
get it.
pretty bad luck. I think you'll be fine.
And you guys have universal health insurance. You're fine. I have no health insurance, which is why I was scared.
Okay, and then that just becomes the fucking desert. I thought you liked Facade a lot. Or is it like you like Facade as a concept, but not the gameplay?
I like it once you actually get to the town. But this part I hated, so.
Meanwhile, I'm just thinking back to when I first played NieR Automata and I walked around the map for 3 hours before anything was even loaded on it.
Yeah.
Can I see the regular costume if you don't mind? So, I would love to show you, but I'd have to quit out of the game,
Well,
so,
great. Guess
you
we're
know.
not getting in.
Like, maybe
where
once
is
I
she
get
going?
into the town and they let me save, I'll back out and show you everything, but... Oh, the keine! Yeah, it's weird how you have to leave the
these guys,
game to
Kaine?
add the cosmetics. I don't get it.
Not exactly.
I'm gonna get the game soon anyways. Just waiting for my brother to buy it. Fair enough. Do you guys do, like, the account sharing thing on, like, consoles, or are you just gonna, like, steal it from him? Okay. Rachel used to do that with her brother, and then her brother kicked her off of that, so that way, he could put his like, fiancée on it.
Saved a local kid from a pack of wolves. Ever since, this town's welcomed me with open arms. Gotta be a pretty screwed up place if they let me in, huh?
Oh.
Anyway, I don't understand. why
She's
they
so
get
down on herself.
too excited.
The fact that you're, like, so into this character and her self-esteem is 0, and you're also like, my self-esteem is 0, is really
I suppose
troubling.
A quick stroll about town is in order.
The language they use here is pretty crazy. So, good luck with that.
Alright, save. Set the self-esteem to 100. I mean-
So that friend of mine, she has a compromised immune system, right?
Yeah.
And she was forced, not forced, but it's like nobody else could do it, so she had to leave her home. She's been working from home since COVID started.
Fascinating.
She left her
They
house
speak
about a week ago
language I have never
to go and do
before
something, and she's like,
encountered.
"Oh hey, I have a fever now, and I'm coughing a lot."
Ooh, fun.
I'm like, "Oh no, Fozzie."
I feel bad that I can't understand them.
You could speak 1,000 tongues and still fail if you lack knowledge of another's culture.
I'm an ugly piece of shit, but I always have 110% self-esteem.
Come on,
I'm
Vice,
also
help me out
hideous,
already.
and I think I'm hideous, and I think I'm
I am a-
awful.
I know I'm hideous, but I still think I'm better than people.
I'd wager that huge structure is the king's manor.
How do we even get there?
You can dress yourself up pretty well and be handsome. Yeah, that's fair enough.
With willpower and smarts, my lad.
Just gotta lose. You just don't seem to care to. That's about accurate. I pretty much only, like, make myself look presentable when Rachel and I go out.
And I usually have to make him.
You don't have to make me. It just depends on the day. Like, are we going out and you're like, I want to go somewhere to
like we're
eat
just
and
going
stuff?
in
Like, yeah,
circles.
all right, I'll do that. Is it like, are we going out for like 15
If
minutes
only we could
to the
speak
store? Like, I don't
locals.
care.
I've no doubt
I mean,
we'd have little
I
trouble reaching the
don't
king's
dress
manor.
up when I go to the store for
We'll
15
just have to
minutes.
suss out a route on our own.
Stop sign. Thanks. Hello. Cosplaying Vin Diesel 24/7. I mean, wife beaters are an established male archetype. It is a common male outfit. I pretty much only wear them when it's like really hot in summer or if I'm working out. Seems like you got a big hole in your civilization here all of a sudden. I can't hydrate. I have no fluids. I drank the last of my fluids.
Like, I like the aesthetic of this town.
Yeah?
Just because it makes me, like, back then, obviously I didn't think anything of it, but now that I'm looking, I'm like, oh, this is just, like, less naked Gerudo town.
Less naked Gerudo town? I mean, I get where you're coming from. That's the guy that will take you around places.
No entry, it would seem.
And after we finally made it all this way...
This is pointless. Let us go back.
Unpopular opinion, I just like desert-looking areas. I mean, everybody's got their preferences, right? I'm particularly not fond of, like, a lot of snow areas.
Yeah.
I always feel like they're pretty boring. Small thing. Here you go. Snowy Forest is good? I mean, it can be.
Ho ho, look. This one lacks the power of speech. Perhaps she can communicate through gesture. Let me see. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am Fira. Do you need help?
Yes, we came here to talk to your king. But it turns out we can't actually talk to anyone.
I can guide you? Oh, she will act as our guide. How fortuitous. But first, I must explain this town.
We really just need to see the king.
No, there are rules to follow.
Thousands of them.
Follow me. Well, there you have it.
Follow small child. And their weird mask. This is an item shop. All shops and the houses in the city must abide by the following rule. Rule 106, do not live on level ground.
Rule 106?
We have many rules.
Is Rule 106 the reason for your labyrinthine system of staircases?
Yes, that is the rule.
Well, I suppose eccentric people deserve an eccentric town.
To follow small child? Sus. I mean, could be. I mean, we are also kind of a small child at this point.
It would seem we are impeding progress.
I like your little feet tappies. When a game has good feet tappies, it makes me happy.
I want to know how they did this shit. Like the flowing sands. This is a sand skiff dock. Rule 115,017. You must view the town by ship before purchasing any items.
Oh, come now. What could possibly be the point of such an absurd...
When a game has good feet, it makes me happy. What a coincidence. I mean, there's definitely a lot of people out there that want to be underneath Kaine's feet.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Your people are still making rules?
We're still making rules. Passed rule 124,046 earlier this month.
Of all the idiocy, I could never live in this city.
Now we gotta take a ride. Like, this just feels like some Earthbender stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it seems really weird to be like, here is a dude with a spear on it, eternally. Hup, 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 hup.
Buy a melon, please.
This is a grocery. Rule 11,034. You must live at a level appropriate to your position.
Ah, so the aristocracy lives in the top levels, while the commoners subsist below.
Look, it's
Yes.
Seems like a rather unpleasant rule for those on the bottom.
That's correct.
Does this girl plan to drag us about the entire town in this fashion?
That's correct.
She's just following the rules, Vice.
Skip Purist Stirrer. Do you want to skip? Rachel?
I said I don't care.
Okay, you cut out then. We'll do it, the tour.
It would seem we are impeded.
But can I buy from you yet? The answer is no. I personally am always kind of like, both annoyed and also intrigued by stuff like this, which is why I never skip it, because it's like, I like to see the dialogue. It's weird. There's some games where I'm like, skip, I don't want to listen to this. And there's other games where I'm like, that's interesting. I like to know how your geopolitical situation is going. That's some wolves and stuff over there. Just strung on up.
Owoos.
Oh, yeah. I also do think that it's interesting to see this area from this kind of perspective rather than just trying to run around it. You get an idea of how absurd it is to try to live in this society. Strange Thing Store.
A strange thing store?
Store that sells strange things.
Such as...
I don't know. The things are so strange, no one is sure what they do.
Yeah, that is pretty strange.
It would seem we are impeded.
Those are some manholes. Like the covers.
Stop signs, some signs.
No parking. Caution,
Muffler.
poison gas.
A muffler.
I do really enjoy, like, post-apocalypses that are far enough out that people are just like, I don't know what this thing is. It's something.
This feels like someplace Shura and them would stumble across, and Shura would hate it.
Sure, I'm gonna wait outside.
Why? There are rules. I don't do well with rules.
I can't understand some of the rules. Like, literally speaking, I do not understand what it meant.
You broke rule 3,683 of do not walk on
Do not walk on
XYZ.
this side of the road. Why specifically that side of the road? Don't question it.
Rule 806 says you cannot question the other rules.
I'm pretty sure that's an actual rule in this town. Like, this town is memorable to me because when I got here, it put me to sleep. This is a store that sells raw materials. We use these materials to make masks. Rule 12, do not neglect your mask. If you want to live here, you must have a mask on at all times.
Yes, I was beginning to suspect that.
Do they ever say why they wear the masks?
I mean, I imagine it's one of the rules.
Oh,
How relevant?
God.
I mean, yeah. I don't think that these masks would do a whole lot. Like, a society of pyramid heads might prevent some COVID, but I don't know about all of it.
Bing.
I want to know how this guy sees.
Echolocation.
It's actually a radar dish. Like, he just goes,
Nah,
ah!
he's sitting there making little clicks. Little chirps.
So, I saw a thing recently where there was a scientist that studies bats talking about how in the past they used to hail bats as being some of the most graceful creatures because they never run into each other in the sky. And then they put cameras out to watch the bats, and it turns out bats just fly into each other all the time. And I just love the idea that bats are just kind of blind enough that they can just smack into each other and be like, oh shit.
There are children
This
skateboarding
concludes
outside.
the tour of the city. Thank you for your patience. I will now guide you to the King's Manor.
Thanks.
These rules are enough to make a sensible man reach for the noose.
This is correct.
I don't know how you survive in a place with so many inconvenient prescripts.
It's not so bad. Although I used to ask the same question and then say,
Yep.
rules do not exist to bind you. They exist so you may know your freedoms. I look at it like that. They don't bother me.
You're a good citizen, Fira.
There's a level of actual logic to that, though, which is there are certain rules that definitely are for your benefit that you should follow. And do allow you to appreciate the fact that you have a generalized freedom more than other people. Like, the people that get, genuinely angry at the idea of having to have a driver's license is fucking absurd to me. I don't understand why people think that they should be able to get away with just driving a thing capable of killing several people just because they want to be able to without any prior training. Like, it's absurd.
Yep. But, you know, whatever.
Which also kind of reaches back to the gun laws thing.
We live in a society.
Yeah, we're Joker. We all have tattooed damage across our head.
I love her little feet, Debbie's.
Tap, 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 tap. But also, like, this is a very knowledgeable 8-year-old. Or however old they are. It's the King's Manor, however, we have no king now.
You have no king?
Our king was stricken with a foul black illness and so passed away. His son, the prince, now rules this land.
The Black Scroll.
This is the prince's royal advisor. He would know far more about these things than I.
Thank you. All of this touring has been helpful for understanding your language. I believe I will be able to speak with this advisor myself.
We need to talk to the prince.
I'm afraid the prince is not taking outside visitors at present. I would appreciate it if you could come back another day.
My patience for this kind of thing has long ago evaporated.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, Fira. Let's go back to Kaine for now.
Then buy a melon. I think she asks for more than just the melon. I really like the idea, like going back to the concept of like desert areas. I really like desert areas, but I wish there was more of them that were just like kind of like this, where it's not a specific grab at a culture, but were more aesthetically pleasing and not just like a shithole in the desert. Because usually desert areas in video games just kind of turn into like general Arabic culture of like the Asiatic regions, and it's like, do like the Black Desert, I've never gotten there, so.
That's good. Do you want to say bye to Freya?
Fira. She's just running in a circle.
It would seem we are impeded.
She's supposed to be coming with us. She's taking her time. Oh my gosh.
Slow down, I can barely. The person who saved me. Surely you don't mean Kaine. Kaine helps you. This foul-mouthed hussy?
Piss off, book. You guys done or what?
You hear the news. The prince is missing. In violation of Rule 83,348. It took that many before we realized it was bad if the prince was gone.
What's going on?
The prince is gone, and according to Rule 83,348, we have to start looking for him right away. Don't get it, the prince went missing in the Barren Temple. 50,000.
I was gonna say, please don't say the number, just say the rule states.
The rule states the only nobility may enter the temple. That means we can't go looking for him. But what about the rule? What about the rule? We're all idiots.
Why'd they make a bunch of rules that contradict each other?
This is their way and their system of laws. As outsiders, we have no say in the matter. Now come.
This reminds me of bullshit in 40k with the Book of Judgment. I mean, yeah. I'm going to save the prince. No, you can't. Have you forgotten the rule? Screw the rules.
That rule only forbids your people from entering the temple, right?
Huh?
So why not ask an outsider to save your prince?
Oh, and what luck. We just happen to have an outsider who can't stop meddling in the affairs of others right here.
The only ones who can enter the temple
I'm
are...
going to. Fira told me about Rule 1024. You know that one, right? Rule 1024. You must honor the request of any outsider owed a debt. That's how it goes, right, Fira?
Why did I ever agree to travel with such a pack of do-gooders?
Let's move.
Cool, we'll do that in
That's
a minute.
another That's another very Shura thing. Just, I know the one rule.
I know the one rule that lets me tell you to shut the fuck up.
You have to go to the shop.
I know, I'm just looking there first. There are many shops. I think that the one over here just isn't a real shop, yeah. You sell swords. What do you sell? 6909, eh? Earthworm's Claw Beastbane. Made from a fossil of an ancient beast, it's more unwieldy than most swords, but further forging can help.
Ooh.
It is very heavy.
Ooh.
I don't know if we could even wield it then. Because we are but a small boy.
But then why would you be able to buy it?
Listen, that's a good question. Tell you what, I'll be right back to you. I'll be back.
Gonna go buy a melon first?
Probably.
Grocery! Grocery!
One thing that is awkward going into this game after Automata is being like, oh yeah, you can't just fly across the sky with your weird robot.
No. Would you prefer to live in, like, Automata or this sort of setting?
Probably this one. Shades seem less threatening than the machines. Also, Automata is like 3 apocalypses in. I think I'm good. Like, I'll settle on 2.
Melon. Get her. She just said a melon, so you have to get her just a melon.
How much do you think that she's gonna ask for multiple of these?
Well, how many did it say she wanted?
Well, no, like, she said melon, right? But how much do you want to bet that when we go there, she's gonna be like, can you get me another one?
2.
No, I don't even mean melon, like one of these. I just don't know what one she'd want. We'll just grab the melon for now, though. It is money. The melon is actually so much money.
Yeah.
Thank you in the name of the rules. Hey, you know what? You know how some people pray to God? Thank the rules, eh? The rules are great. I love the rules.
Want to sell some things.
I just wanted to see how much it is. Dantler is 600 right off the bat.
Yeah. Sell
Why
it.
is broken pottery so much? Oh, because it counts as an ore. That's why.
Sell it.
Hold on. Jesus Christ.
Sell them.
I'm the kind of person that doesn't like to sell everything we have unless I have to. Because you never know if it's like, you'll need this to purchase things later. Earthworm's Claw. Let's grab you. We'll come back for Beastbane another time. Thank you in the name of the rules.
It's gonna be a heavy weapon.
Also, we have the Virtuous Contract and the Cruel Oath now.
What's just the question mark?
I imagine that just means, like, future items.
Oh.
Review details. A sword imbued with negative emotions by an unknown smith. Its white blade, resplendent in the sun's light, clouds the vision of any who dare confront it. And a sword imbued with negative emotions by an unknown smith. Its black blade, nigh invisible in the dark of night, bewilders all who dare confront it. It is a golden sword that is not black. Pod, relay the following to command. Mission complete. Destruction of target verified. I will return to the bunker after recovering the remains over. I'm starting your boot sequence. As you lay resting before me, I call out to you. I want to let you sleep a little longer, but I've got my orders. Jesus Christ, look at that fucking weapon. Made from the fossil of an ancient beast, it's unwieldy the most swords before the fortune can help. An elderly scholar sits in the dim reference room of a moldy museum. Before him lies a single box which has been sealed away. It is an article the museum's previous curator made abundantly clear should never be opened.
You wanted to get all the weapons anyway, so it's not my fault we got this.
I don't care. There we go.
Oh, yes.
It looks so goofy.
Oh, look, I thought it'd be a lot bigger.
I don't know if we can wield, like, bigs yet, because we're still a boy, right?
You have a point.
Can I... Hold on. Can I get up there from here?
I hate the way it looks. Please use something else. It just looks like a toe.
Here's the thing. It does have the highest attack and magic power that we have currently. It's better than all of our... Actually, hold on. Yeah, it's objectively better. It's just classified as very heavy.
Alright.
But it doesn't feel very heavy.
Probably, yeah, you're right. When we turn to big boy...
We'll get, like, two-handed.
Yeah. Because I think that's how it is in the, older one, too. I honestly don't remember.
It's been a minute. It's been a strong minute. And by that, for me, it's been about 10 years. NieR is one of those games that, like, I kind of hated it when I played it, but it really did leave an impression.
Well, I'm hating replaying it, but I'm like, it's a good game. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I'll like a level, and then I'll hate a level, and then I'll like a level, and then I'll be like, every level has something I like, and every level has something I hate, just despise.
Yeah, it's got such mixed areas, right?
Yeah. Shit.
What?
But I feel like shit. I'm very tired.
I mean, that's fair. Definition of a flawed masterpiece. Yeah. Like, NieR is the equivalent of what if an artist painted a really beautiful picture and then just tore the top half off of it. You're just like, why'd you do that? I don't know, felt like it. Except some of it's due to budget constraints.
This makes me think of, I once sculpted the head of a Medusa, and it looked really, really good. Well, at least I thought it did. And then me being me, I walked into school one day, and I looked at it, I'm like, oh, I hate this really bad. And the teacher was like, well, you have to hand in something, so I took a hammer to it.
Jeez.
Completely shattered it, destroyed it, and then I mixed in super glue and just put the pieces in a pile and let it dry. And I turned that in. She gave me an A. Because she was like, okay. She's like, you alright? I'm like, I am fine. I just hated it. I hated it so fucking much. And it took me months to work on. And I think that's why I hated it. Because when you make stuff out of clay, first you have to make a base out of it's like out of wire and tinfoil. Then you can add the clay on top of it. I worked on months with that thing. I can't wait to go to bed.
Okay. Yep.
I have to go to the store tomorrow morning. Ugh.
Let's move.
Small child, hello. Let me show you the way. You'll need my guidance to get through the sandstorm. Okay, bear with me 1 second. Okay, I don't think there's anything in terms of that here. Okay. I was going to say, like, I don't think there's any weapons or anything like that that we're missing at this time. I genuinely do not remember this weapon. Like, at all.
Do you want to know something really dumb? I only use 2 weapons. I use the main weapon you get in the beginning and a spear. And I just kept upgrading them.
I definitely had a plethora of upgraded weapons when I was playing this the first time through. And it was one of those moments of, like, I've spent too much time doing this. And that's when I learned, like, you have to fully upgrade all of your weapons to get the real ending, and I just was like, I'm just gonna take this back. It was rented anyway.
And this is why I hate it. She'll run one direction and then she'll like curve another. And I hated this. This is what made me hate this map. This level. Just her existing.
I think this is like the only desert area that I can think of that doesn't have just the most insanely typical desert music that you get, though. I saw a meme picture recently that was just like entering a desert level in a video game, and then it was just a bunch of pictures of like Arabic guys with traditional stringed instruments and horns.
Yeah.
And it's like there's kind of some string going on here, but it doesn't sound anything like what you usually hit and do. Guide you through the desert, please stay close to me.
I also I made them brown.
I mean, they are tanned because it's a fucking desert.
Yeah, I'm just glad that they did that. The thing that made me hate this though is that it's the weird, like, you can't walk, but you can't run.
Okay. Camera angle.
Sand is too much. I can barely open my eyes.
I don't know, I think you should be immune to sand with these over your eyes.
Open my mouth, the sand rushes inside.
Do you even have a mouth? How does Vera deal with this?
Perhaps there is some manner of filter inside that mask of hers.
Ideally, the mask would be the filter.
Keep a keen eye on your surroundings.
Just punch
Jesus.
dogs. Just punch dogs, who cares? God damn it. Wolfang.
Vera sure is brave, isn't she?
Honestly, like, I can't
Such a
tell if this kid is
minuscule
extremely
body, she
brave or
seems to
really
possess
stupid.
Almost boundless stores of energy.
Like, I get that they're really, like, wanting to help Kaine, but Jesus. Friend is playing Wild Arms 3. What a good game. Ever checked it out? Pretty old. I don't know if I've ever played Wild Arms. I've heard people talk about it.
Excited for you to play Okami.
Yeah, that's definitely on the roster. I think I looked up, like, a how long to beat, and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as long as you were saying.
Well, it depends, because I 100%ed that game. I did all the side quests and everything. If you just do story, it's not long. If you do all the side quests, it's up there.
Like 50 hours or so?
Yeah, if
I
you
mean,
do all
we're
the side
gonna
quests.
be doing that now. It's a JRPG Western. That's pretty funny.
Wolves!
Look out!
Listen, you can bite me. because they fight and bite. They fight and fight and bite. Fight, 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 bite, bite, bite. The Itchy and Scratchy Show. I gotta learn, like, the blocking mechanic again. Come on. Okay, Kaina, you can do that too, I guess. God, I can never get the timing right on this. Like, how did I used to do it in Automata?
I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, you do your thing.
I just don't feel good, so I think I gotta throw up.
Okay. Take your time. Oh, well, it's dead.
This girl must
The
possess
hook blade is pretty
extreme
impractical
patriotism.
weapon, honestly.
Will
Throws the
Crusher
weight
gives
of
all
the
for the
weapon
sake of her
prone to getting
prince.
stuck. I mean, it's like a big toe, as Rachel said. I think it being impractical is less of a concern. The Baron Temple is just ahead. And one more thing. Obtain Baron Temple map. Fantastic. Thank you. You're a wonderful small child. This is as far as I can go.
Thanks for your help.
Alright. We got this. Right, I remember this area and distinctly not being happy when I played through here as a youth. I have no idea why. God, it's gonna be one of those games for me where I just, like, go and farm so much off camera. It is sealed by a mysterious magical force. Alright, allow me in so I can re-experience my misery. Right, I now remember. Following actions are prohibited in this room, leaping rabbit.
What was that supposed to mean?
That's your life now. Yeah, or I can just do that, I guess. Oh, right. Stop existing. Sometimes life just be that way, you know? Might be getting $360 a week from unemployment despite initially looking like it only gets $69 a week. I mean, that's pretty wild. Okay, that's actually working out. Friend timed me out as a joke, now it's on my permanent record. I got timed out from a person's chat once, and when I was, it removed my mod status, so I lost being a mod in this person's chat because somebody well, not even timed me out, they like temp banned me. And they temp banned me because I invaded their world in Dark Souls. And after I invaded their world in Dark Souls, I then like killed the summon that they had, and after I killed the summon, I like dropped a bunch of stuff and then backflipped out and left. Like I remember, like, I killed the guy with a backstab, and then after I killed him, I just dropped some items on the ground and then black crystalled out and left. And that got me banned, and I lost mod status. Which is very funny. What a bitch. It's been a running joke ever since. Like, we make fun of that all the time. Is my stream okay right now? Because it said that I dropped like a bunch of frames, and my bitrate is apparently pretty rough.
The man is tasked to
I'm gonna take a moment here to like refresh my Twitch. It did drop a couple of times, but looks fine now. Okay, well, we'll hope that everything is fine.
and yet he's made them toil to save him. I think that
Seems
tells
the door
us
will not
everything
open.
we need to know.
What exactly does
He
that
is
tell
an
you?
incompetent fool.
What did you say?
Did I just hear someone?
Here's hoping that it just kind of stabilizes. Yeah, it's a good thing Rachel's not doing this one. She'd lose her mind. How dare you insult me?
Where did
Bow
you
down
come
before
from, boy?
my boy haircut. And the 93rd Prince of Facade.
Wait,
Behold
seriously?
my hair.
But you're just a kid. What?
Hello. It's Ancient Aliens. Bye. Following actions are prohibited in this room. Leaping rabbit,
Well,
stationary owl.
That was unusual.
I think that means I can't stay
Come on,
still for
we have
too
to
long.
help him.
Or we could simply pretend we didn't see him instead.
Yeah, there we go. If I do get 360 a week, I might be able to sneak a Warhams or two. Oh my goodness. Oh, Master of the Trial, it's time to devote yourself to the next rule. Is that rule sand sliding? No, of course not. Dude, for real though, if this is your civilization, like, absolutely get out of here. Following actions are prohibited in this room: racing wolf, evasive mouse, magic spewing bat. Yeah?
Damn it! This shit's starting to piss me off!
Kaine!
What in the... Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Let me go. Let me... I'm gonna kill you when I get out of here.
This game's like all genres and none of them. That is accurate.
Yep.
So weird seeing 2B act like this. We had her as A2 for a little bit. Right, magic. I pressed the wrong button. I meant to do the
Sorry, what
guard.
now?
There we go.
Guess we have to play by the rules.
Back.
They didn't change her voice actress. Rather, Laura was just speaking a lot deeper. Welcome back.
Did I miss the,
You missed the temper tantrum.
Aw, damn it.
Fuck. That was supposed to turn around a lot faster, but he did not want to cooperate. Okay, can I swing? I can swing. I can't move fast though. I have to walk slow. Okay, I can cheat this. Oh.
You literally just have to make it to the other side.
Yeah, but I was like, can I just cheat by smashing things? That's gonna teleport me. You can jump? Yeah, but I can't go fast is the problem. That's going to be too fast. Yep. I hate it. I hate when it's like you're too fast.
Do you want me to do it?
That's going to roll me. Yep. Okay. No, it's fine. It's just I remember this was the one that made me mad when I was a kid. What? I didn't even do anything. It just teleported me back. It was like, nah, dude, you're like, that was too fast. I'm like, what? That popped the box. Okay. Okay. That's such bullshit, dude. All the other ones that I did that to, it was just like, yeah, no, you're good. And it's like, no, that one is the one where it's like you're a little bit too far turned to the side.
You can